versions of this thing, and we transfer to our clients this idea of resilience, the courage that you're mentioning. We're like supporting their hands as they're trying to push against the next thing, the obstacle in their way. And we're here to make sure that they don't have this fear. We put them from fear to confidence.
Can I say too? Go ahead, Jason.
Go ahead, Chris. I was just going to say, I think it's really important to be in the present. To not live in the past, to not live through your past experiences, to focus on the future and really try and live in the moment, and start with the outcome in mind.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Definitely.
Thank you. I love what you just said, Jason, how you were like, live in the moment and focus on the future, because those are very positive ways of saying it. If we say never give up, all I see is give up. Like, so can you say it positively? Like, always keep going. Thank you. Always keep going. Just in that very small change, there's just a small little kick in your brain, in my brain at least, that makes me happier.
There's power in our words. Absolute power in our words. Absolutely.
Sometimes the best way to reframe is to deframe. Try to take something away from someone that really wants it. Now they really will. Intentionally.
Oh, folks, this has been very enjoyable. I've learned a lot from each of you and appreciate everything that you've contributed. Unfortunately, we are almost out of time. We have time for our final wrap-up round, which Bill is going to lead us in. So he's going to be calling on each of you to share your final thoughts and give your contact information. And then, Bill, let's conclude with you, okay?
Okay. So, Eric, tell me your biggest takeaway from today and the things that you are taking away that you didn't expect when you showed up.
Interesting. Well, this idea of, I think I'm just leaning into collaboration more. So it's not so much like, obviously I do this, but thinking of like, let's take it a step further. Let's lean into it. Let's be intentional about it. There's ways that you kind of get into a rut with this stuff. Like, oh yeah, I know that. I do that. And I do, but let me think, okay, who can I connect? How can I live out what Dale is telling us with who do I need to talk to? How can it be obvious who I should connect you with? Asking better questions. I like a lot of things that Jason said here in terms of like how, I love a lot of what he said, but, and everybody here is saying some great things that I'm really going to take away from. I love the idea of, I've heard of improv and done it when I did some musical theater, Christine, and I love these yes and. I need to really, I need to think about that more. That's some fun stuff. So just trying to lean into some of that stuff and really kind of like just mull it over and see where I can find those opportunities to be courageous and to be a networker and a connector.
And your contact info, Eric, as well.
We're looking for LinkedIn, I'm assuming, probably.
Wherever you'd like to send folks.
Yeah. We could, do you want to put it in the chat, or where are we doing this?
Sure, that'd be fine. That'd be great.
Grab that here.
And we have had a viewer make a comment. Nambali, who's from Uganda, said, I believe collaborations is the way to meet objectives sooner. I so agree, Nambali.
My email, mail@ericsar.com, and my LinkedIn, you can easily find on LinkedIn, Eric Saar, ERICSAAR. Here's slingshotmediaconsulting.com to help Facebook ads. I'm working on potentially getting a big mastermind here for this if someone's interested in that. Also, I have some other programs to help solve the problem so that people don't have to be tied to agencies for years, and instead that spend that money on actual Facebook ads to actually grow your business.
So, Jason, why don't you be next?
Sure, Bill. I think, some of my big takeaways from today are that, not only is it important to collaborate with people that, you work with on a daily basis, but it's important to, try to collaborate with others outside of your network. And I think that, looking for other people where you can, bring value to them and they can bring value to you, and pushing yourself, like we've been talking about, the courage to step outside of your comfort zone. I think the more you step outside of your comfort zone, the more that you grow. So for me, trying to collaborate with people that maybe I never would have thought that I would have collaborated with in the past be something that I'm going to try and do more of in the near future. And, I think also, like, I really love what Christina said, and just in terms of being, very lighthearted and being willing to laugh and not take yourself too seriously. And I think when you sort of approach conversations like that, you might be a little more open and receptive, and authentic, as well.
Christine, you're next.
Did he give his information?
Right. Sure. I'll put my LinkedIn on in the chat, and you can find me. Again, my name is Jason Weinstein. I work for Tiger Analytics, but I'll put my contact information in the chat.
Fantastic. Well, can I take away that this collaboration was divine? It was great. I mean, I had no idea people were spending $50,000 a month on Facebook ads. It was like so much money. I just really enjoyed spending time with each of you talking about this. It was unexpected and exciting. So thank you for having me. My website is Laugh to Feel Good, because I say if it feels good to laugh, then laugh to feel good. We also cry to feel good after the pandemic and George Floyd and everything. So we also cry to feel good, and it's okay. I laugh to feel good, and my LinkedIn is there. And I just want to say thank you to everybody for having me. Thank you.
Awesome.
When I put this group together, and there are two people who couldn't make it today, unfortunately, I did so intentionally to have diversity. And even without the other two, we had a good bit of diversity here. And what I have found, Christine is a perfect example of how laughter is an elixir for a lot of maladies. And it gets us from the south side of the Hope Line to the north side pretty quick. And diversity gives us the opportunity to open up to other ideas, especially in a group of collaboration that we might not yet have accepted. Because the more we're exposed to them, the more we see benefits of things that we were socialized. Maybe that doesn't work. Well, not necessarily so. The world has changed, and what maybe didn't work. When I got my degree in marketing from the University of Iowa in 1979, I don't think that would work too well today if I only used it to try to reach out to people I want to touch. And so we have to change with the times. And the more we're open to change and to ideas that others have to share with us, the sooner we will get to the destinations that we want to achieve and surpass in life.
Amen.
I want to thank everybody for all that you've contributed today. And I believe that we all collaborated well and shared ideas that not only will help it ourselves, but all who see this and all who we touch through this show today. Regina?
Thank you, Bill. Well said. Well said. Yeah, we have that opportunity to impact mankind, to impact globally through, locally and globally through our collaborations, working together. I appreciate each of you coming on the show today and participating in this discussion. It's always amazing to me, the folks that we get on the show, the amazing guest co-hosts that we have who bring our panelists and the conversations that we get to have that we wouldn't have any other way. That, you know, I haven't seen these conversations anyplace else. So, and we appreciate also the folks who've been watching today. We've had a couple of comments, one from Nambale and one from Chaminda. She said, "This is amazing, enjoying every bit of it." So thank you folks for being here. If others are watching, be sure and leave us a comment. We'd love to hear your comments. And with that, we'll wrap up this session of collaboration.
Are. And you will get there and beyond, because it's the courage, it's the consistency, it's the intentional getting up and doing something that's difficult that you know that will get you there in spite of the things that come into our life as obstacles.
Mhm.
But obstacles are only stepping stones if you turn them into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, as coaches, we're very much like in the business of transferring resilience. We have it, we understand it, we were veterans of this thing, and we transfer to our clients this idea of resilience, the courage that you're mentioning. We're like supporting their hands as they're trying to push against the next thing, obstacle in their way. And we're here to make sure that they don't have this fear. We put them from fear to confidence.
Can I
And I
say
think it's-
too? Go ahead, Jason.
Go ahead, Chris. I was just
Please
going to
go.
say, I think it's really important to be in the present, you know, to not, you know, live in the past, to not live through your past experiences, to focus on the future and really try and live in the moment, and start with the outcome in mind.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Definitely.
Thank you. I love what you just said, Jason, how you were like, live in the moment and focus on the future, because those are very positive ways of saying it. If we say never give up, all I see is give up. Like, so can you say it positively? Like, always keep going. Thank you. Always keep going.